Hey guys, Sustained 16th Music here, and today I'm gonna be telling you about some musical projects, I guess, that I did for school. So, the first one I'm gonna show you is a government rap that I did, and keep in mind, the lyrics are about government, so they're not gonna be like fire lyrics, but I think the track I did a pretty good job on. And then the next one is going to be a book report where I made themes based on a summary of a section of the book. So I'm going to show those to you right now, and then I'll show you how I made that and kind of my thought process and stuff like that.
Hey man, your constitution's trash. It's much better suited ruling rats. Don't be rash. The federal power will be too strong. The states will be led wrong. Don't even make excuses, now the state government's useless. Nah man, you are not thinking straight. We were careful to keep the power separate. Checks and balances. No one branch would get to rule the rest. In about your Bill of Rights, it takes more rights than it leaves behind. Yeah! Slow down, what did you just say? If we don't list our rights, you will turn and betray. None of the citizens with their rights, but I guess that's alright, cause all you want is power, you don't care who you devour. Okay, I guess we'll compromise. Even though all your criticisms are straight lies, you'll get your Bill of Rights just as long as our Constitution's ratified. Do you find that fine, or do you still want to just complain and whine? Stop! Okay, that sounds alright to me. Good. Sign here, please.
So I have Tracktion open, but I'm just going to open a temporary project because I said in one of my other videos that a lot of my files got lost. Well, the stem files for this song got lost, so I'm just going to have to show you the end audio product and kind of talk you through that. So since I didn't have the stem files, here is the thing. So I'm just going to talk you through some of it. And sorry I haven't uploaded the past 2 weeks. I know I said that last video, but this time my excuse is I got sick, and then after that, after that I had that book report due, so I was using all my time working on that, but now it should be back to regularly scheduled stuff. So I'm going to just talk you through everything. So that's just a synth line that I came up with. It's pretty standard. And then the first thing that comes in is these drums. Pretty standard beat. And also with that comes in some chords, just playing something. So I have two main kind of things that go back and forth. The drum beat stays the same. The synth line stays the same. The only thing that changes is the 808 pattern and the chords. So here is where the main pattern starts, I think. So there's that. So you can hear that 808 pattern. And then here you have where the vocals start, you change the 808 pattern and the chords drop out.
Hey man, your constitution's trash. It's much better suited rule.
So there's that, and one of the actually cool things about this is because the beat and stuff, it's just kind of standard, but the vocals and stuff, I actually recorded it at a slower BPM and then sped it up using Tracktion's Complex Pro time stretching, and then that's what makes it sound a bit auto-tuned, even though it's not. And then, obviously here,
And make excuses now the state government's useless.
I pitched down my voice. That's not auto-tune, that's just a pitch shifter. And then over somewhere, oh yeah, throughout the whole song on my vocals, I have compression. And this was the first song where I actually used compression and mixing techniques, and it really, like, helps it stand out, because a bunch of my other songs, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds really good on my headphones, and then I would play them through my speakers, and then I would be like, that sounds bad. But on this, it sounds clear in almost everything I play it through, so I'm really proud of that. So I really wish I had the files to show you and solo all the tracks and stuff, but again, those were all deleted, so I guess we'll just have to make do with what we have, but there's that. Now I'm going to show you what went into the book report. So here, it started with just a bunch of themes. So initially my first idea was to have it be one long song, and the transitions between sad and happy and confused would be one seamless transition. But I decided that that would be way too hard and complicated, because you would have to stay in the same key. Well, you wouldn't, but you would have to, modulate. You couldn't just change, and you would have to make the transition seamless. And I just wanted to get it over with, so I did it my way. But, my least favorite theme is what I called the happiness theme. It started out as just a partial theme when I initially had my first idea, but then I, didn't really like the first idea, so I changed it to this, but it's just a really simple chord progression that never changes and doesn't have anything on top of it. If I was going to change this, I would definitely change the first one, because that's the first thing they hear, and it kind of gives them a bad impression, but I think they forget by the other themes. And so, yeah, that was just something playing a patch in Sforzando. And I actually think that, yeah, that's a free patch that you can find online, so you don't have to pay for that. Now, I think the next one was Grief/Lost theme. Really simple. Again, I just have, if it'll load, a piano. Well, actually 2 pianos. And I just came up with this loop. And I liked that, so then I soloed on top of that, and that's where that came from. They're drenched in a ton of reverb there. And that's basically it. Actually, I'm going to go through them in order from bottom to top. So I'll skip this one for now. But the love theme, I just came up with a chord progression and then soloed on top of it. And I used a bunch of pitch shift. Not pitch shift, but pitch wheel. The denial theme. I wanted this one to sound just as, like, heavy and, like, dinky as possible, I guess. So I had, like, the tubas. I had the strings just doing some arps and stuff that made it just sound, like, kind of weird. And then the brass up here is doing... And that kind of gives it that heavy vibe, so then together it just sounds kind of playful and like, I guess, I don't know really. And then we have our confusion theme. I actually think the denial theme sounds more confusing than this theme, but I tried to make this confusing by making it be in 7/8. And if you're not familiar with odd time signatures or time signatures, normal songs are in 4/4, so it's like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. This is in 7/8, so it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And to make it easier, so you don't have to go like with your foot, we group it into groups of 3 and then 2 of 2. So 1 of 3 and then 2 of 2, or 2 of 2 and then 1 of 3. I don't remember which I did here. What did I do? That's 3 and then 2 of 2. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So there you have that, and then this is actually SI bass guitar. I could have recorded my own bass on it, but I didn't have it with me at the time, and I really like the tone of this bass, so I didn't. And then this 7/8 drum beat comes in, compressed with OTT. Here, let's solo that. And then the sax solo, which the patch on DSK saxophones, it's a free saxophone thing. It says soprano sax, but I think it just sounds better than the rest of them. And it doesn't have an alto sax, it just has soprano and tenor. But I think it sounds better than the tenor, even when going low, so... And you've already heard that, so yeah, there's that. Conflict theme. I wanted this to sound as conflicting as possible, so I had a piano. This was the first thing I came up with, just... And you can kind of get lost in the bar there. So that's when I added this. And that's the main beef of it. And then when you add in this, it just makes it work. So now I'm going to show you the sound effects, which was at the second part of it. So the one which I think was probably the most interesting was the first one, and that was actually FM synthesis, so frequency modulation. So it starts out, you can see it is 3 is the carrier, and 4 and I think 5 are the modulators. And for 4, I just have it on a very simple envelope that goes like that. But 5, I didn't want to do that, so I modulated it with this automation curve. So I had more control, so... So that's all that is. Pretty simple, but makes complex sound. Oh, and the ratios on that, because it would sound a lot different with different ratios. I just kind of put it to random stuff that sounded all weird and stuff. This one's down an octave, and then, like, yeah, also fine-tuned that way, and stuff like that. This one, I'm pretty sure, yeah, all it is a helm with a filter with the resonance all the way up, and then it moving across with this automation curve. This first you have to solo this band, and then when you listen to it, it's... I wasn't very proud of that, but that was the best that I could do. And then this, that is square waves and a sub with shuffle a bit up, distorted a bunch, and what's this connected to? Connected to the pitch of oscillator 2, and oscillator 1 isn't doing anything there. So yeah, that's basically it. Now my overall thoughts. I really liked doing these, and it was really fun. So I think you guys, if your teachers assign you to do something and you can think of a way to use your music production skills or any other skills you have to do that, I think that is awesome, because it just lets you practice even more and you get a grade on it. So it just lets you learn more and more and actually have fun doing some school projects. So that is all I have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I will now be back to regularly scheduled uploads. It's just been a really busy past couple of weeks. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know of what you thought of these projects below. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. I've said this like 5 times. Keep on making music. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.